Good morning, everyone. How are we all doing? Farmer Joe and I just got back from watching Wonder Woman, and it was pretty awesome. I can't remember what I'm doing. There we go. Buttons work. Hey, virtual reality farmer. Welcome to the stream, everyone. We're gonna cultivate. Just finished harvesting this field. Cultivate this field, and then there's, I think, another 2 fields that are ready to be harvesting, so there's a couple things to do today. Farmer Joe says she's going to cut some grass for the animals. Aha. She's in game already too. See if we run into her along the way. Maybe literally. Awesome virtual reality farmer. For those of you guys that don't know, virtual reality farmer is working on a map of a place that I grew up. It's in very alpha stage, so it won't be a playable map for a long time. I thought I'd be able to see Farmer Joe in the background there, but I don't. Should be cutting that piece of grass here behind the glitchy trees there. Not sure why the trees are being a little glitchy there, but they are. Oh, anyway, Wonder Woman. Wow. DC actually hit on the nail for once. I'm a huge DC fan. Not been a fan of a lot of their movies lately. Batman vs Superman, good movie, just not epic. But this one, definitely epic. The Wonder Woman was dead on. They got that movie right. I'm like, where's the synchronization? Yeah, it starts really not super fast, super into it, but they do a great job of lots of action while still doing character building. What were we gonna buy on here that we haven't yet? Oh yeah, we had to buy one of those straw shredder things so that we could provide the cattle with straw. Yeah, go ahead, virtual reality farmer. I think that's where the combine's parked. Harvest away. So Farmer Joe is, oh yeah, okay, Farmer Joe is right there by the farm, and virtual reality farmer is on field 11. Yeah, have the straw enabled. Well, Yeah, well, no, it's canola, so it's gonna spray it all over anyway. So there's no, it won't make a difference. But we definitely want the straw for the fertilizer. So we don't need the can't think of the word. I was gonna say the windroad thing, but it's not windroad. Straw swath. We don't need the swath. In fact, it won't do a swath unless it's barley or wheat. Yeah, and Wonder Woman, I was really happy that they saved some surprises for us. Instead of giving it all to us in the trailers, they saved us some good surprises in the movie, which is nice when you don't expect some things to happen in the movie. Crazy neighbors, there's noises coming. Sounds like they're hammering the wall or something. More like hitting the ceiling. They're right below us. Seen Farmer Joe yet in the background. Might be too far away. I like GPS because here we can just skip every other row and don't have to worry about doing tight turns, and then on the way back we can hit the other ones. We know we'll have perfect coverage. 18:30 in game. That means it's gonna get dark in game. Not this episode, but soon it will be getting dark. It looks like clouds are in the forecast, so dark and foggy. Uh-oh. Whoa-oh. Farmer Joe's definitely gonna cry if it gets dark and foggy. I've got it written in the description, but it's tomorrow. Our Coldborough Park Farm will be tomorrow at approximately 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. Today there will not be a Coldborough Park Farm today morning, as I've got to go get oil change on the truck and do some studying for school. I'm not sure what you mean by in-game. What time is 18:30? What time is it Coldborough Park Farm? No idea. I can't remember. 18:30? I don't know my 24-hour clock that well. Oh, why am I yawning? We just woke up, went and saw a movie, and I'm yawning. There's that castle in the background. I like this cultivator. We, next... Well, you know what? Next purchase is going to be a field, but Farmer Joe is right. We do have to buy that straw shredder machine thing. So, cows are getting lower on straw, so we need to do that before we buy a field. So let's do that today. We will buy that today. Well, that's good. It's almost, it's what, 1:40 a.m. here, so there's very little people online, so that means my bandwidth is better when I do streams this time in the morning. So that might be part of it. Part of why we have less leg. Less leg is good. Okay. Now we half the field's done. Now we turn around and go the other direction. And then we'll grab the seeder and seed something here. Probably canola or soybean. Okay. Oh, you see the sun starting to set there? It's starting to get a little on the orange side. That might make a good screenshot, wouldn't it? Screenshot taken. Now if I can just remember to actually save that screenshot before turning my computer off, like I keep doing, that'd be helpful. Make a thumbnail easier to do if I don't turn off the computer. Funny how it doesn't save the screenshot if you don't save it. Okay, making really good progress on this field. What's going on? Tipper issues? Hey Ruben, how's it going? Oh yeah, you got tipper issues. What happened there? Yeah, we're caught in some kind of tree. What? Can't see what we're caught in. Good to hear, Ruben. Who's the master? Who is the master? I can get out of everything. What's that? I like to think I am the master. Never reset a vehicle unless absolutely necessary. Master doesn't remember how to open a cover. Okay, back to our cultivating. There we go. Why do I always forget what button activates a GPS? Need like a cheat sheet on my controller. Okay. Yeah, we're actually doing really good. Ruben, we just were talking about, we watched Wonder Woman. Hey, I see a loading wagon back there. That must be Farmer Joe. No, Ruben, we're on the PC. Let's see if we can see Farmer Joe there again. And there goes Farmer Joe. She's driving the Massey Ferguson, looks like. I guess it'd be kind of obvious. I was just with a Lamborghini with that tipper, so what else would she be driving? We only have 3 tractors, so it's not that difficult to figure out. And this little New Holland is our strongest, biggest horsepower tractor we have. Yeah, Ruben, I'm using a controller, which looks very similar to a PlayStation controller. It's a Logitech controller. Just a USB Logitech controller. Farmer Joe uses an Xbox controller. Yeah, I think the buttons are set up for the controls very close to the Logitech. They're not all exactly right in the help menu, but close to. Yeah, the Xbox controllers are really nice for computer gaming because they just plug in and work. I prefer the layout of the PlayStation better. And the Logitech one works really well for computer as well, but the Xbox, like Virtual Reality Farmer just said, you plug it in and you're good to go. It just works. Since they're both Microsoft, so Windows just automatically recognizes it. I think pretty much all games automatically recognize Xbox controller. I'm not sure what you're talking about then, for virtual reality farmer. Oh, I gotcha. I know what you're talking about. Whoops. I know exactly what you're talking about. You're using auto run on your GPS. I never use auto run. Maybe on big what's that? Auto turn. Auto run, auto turn. Yeah, I should actually say the word right. Auto turn. I never use auto turn. Probably on big square maps I might, but yeah, Ruben, I got rid of all my consoles, donated all of them to charity, and decided to stop spending money on all these different platforms and just pick one. So PC is the one I went with. Because I found I was spending money on every system, playing a game for 2 weeks, and then moving to the next game. Always the newest game, the newest game, the newest game. And not really getting quality time into those games. I see what you did there, virtual reality farmer. You have to come up with a little more original stuff than that, though. I've heard them all. Never realized how much that cow field actually drops off there in that corner. You've only got PlayStation 4. Yeah, it's good to invest in just one system and then actually play the games that you do have. See, exactly. You spend money into a system that you don't use. Thanks, Ruben. Appreciate the thumbs up. Let's park this cultivator and grab our cedar. I've got 4 thumbs, huh? Let's park this back in here. I'm sure I could organize this farm a little better, but as we get more equipment, it's going to get trickier and trickier to find places to store stuff. Still nothing in that building at all. I like storing the cedar here because it's easy to back into here with something that freaking humongous. Cedar is the one thing that we have the biggest and best. Of course, it is incredibly long, so you have to really watch corners with it. So what are we seeding? Okay, we've got canola. Virtuality farmer is harvesting soybean. Oh, field 4. Oh, okay, that's barley. Okay, I thought for a second there was nothing planted in field 4. So canola, soybean. In storage we have Virtual Reality Farm. I have seen Hacksaw Ridge. That is a good movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. We have soybean in storage, so we'll plant canola. Because soybean's not at a great price right now. Hey, there's Farmer Joe. And Virtual Reality Farmer is in that yellow field back there. You can see it's been harvested. You can see the tipper back there, but I don't see the combine. Yeah, Hacksaw Ridge, really good war movie. Wonder Woman was actually very much a war movie as well. Like a World War I war movie. Nope. Let's see if we can see Virtuality Farmer way back there, but we did not. Unfold. Don't need fertilizer because we already put the or cultivated the straw into the ground. Lower, and we are off. I think Hacksaw Ridge is probably one of my favorite war movies now. Saving Private Ryan was before that, so this one definitely upped the ante. Sure not going to take long seeding these fields like this. I have seen Red Tails. That is not a very popular movie. I'm surprised other people have seen it. The movie never did very well. It's a good movie, but it's not mainstream. Alright, before we end this stream, we are going to go to the store. Animals. Animals. Where's my animals? Right there's my animals. And that right there is, yes, what we want. Select 25 grand, purchase. Yes. Back. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow on Coldborough Park Farm. If you guys are watching live, we continue streaming for another half hour. If you guys enjoyed the episode, please do hit that thumbs up. Have a good day. Okay. Do I remember Pretty Boy from Red Tails? Oh boy, it's been a long time since I've seen Red Tails. So I don't think I do remember, no. I'll have to watch it again. No, you don't have to send it. We have access to pretty much any movie we want, so no point of using up your bandwidth and my bandwidth. Another one of those favorite movies of mine is The 13th Warrior, which is also not a very big movie that people follow. Very much a Viking movie. What other movies do I really top of my list? Fifth Element, that one I could watch over and over and over. We're not even gonna, well, I will bring it up, but Star Wars, every Star Wars movie, even the prequels. Could be a lot of stuff fixed on those prequels, but even the prequels I enjoyed. Oh, looks like we're getting low on fuel. Leg started as Farmer Joe left. It's all Farmer Joe. And when she's here, the world is okay. I remember the plane trick in Red Tails. Geesh, I really have to watch that movie again. I remember they were doing fancy maneuvers and stuff, but I can't remember exactly what the trick you're talking about. I really have to go watch that movie again sometime. I watch too many movies. Can't remember what's from what movie. As much as I was done with all these Spider-Man reboots, this new Spider-Man movie coming out looks like it might actually be okay. I recall that. Hey, I see Virtual Reality Farmer's combine in the background there. Kind of did a U-turn there. Why, or a complete loop around? Why'd I do that? Silliness. A lot of wasted time. And it's interesting with the seeder being that far behind the tractor, how good control you can have of it. Maybe because where those rear wheels are located, rotates at the right place. Still have Google Maps on. You mean on Gdantal? Yeah, Google Maps is a lot more detailed than the JPEGs. Shame you can't have street view through all those roads, just on the main highway, because that'd be so helpful too. It's so rural. The Google cart doesn't really come down all those gravel and dirt roads. Maybe someday. All Google has to do is attach that camera to the graders that grade those roads. Every single road, every dirt road, even all the dirt, well, the gravel roads and the mud roads. They're really mud roads. They grade those every single year, at least once. So if Google attached camera to one of those graders, every single one would have Google Street View on them. So there's actually a reason why every single field is square, dead on square in southern Manitoba. When the Mennonite colonists were escaping the war from Russia, they moved to Manitoba, and what the Manitoba government did was they measured out every mile. So every road is actually a mile marker. And then the Mennonites got that land and they subdivided that land within themselves, which is why it boggles my mind why that village is sideways. Every village, if you go look on Google Maps and find other villages in the area, they're all in a perfect straight line. Someone in Gdantal didn't know how to draw a straight line. Or else that village should be in a straight line as well. it's a crooked village, and it's one of the very few that are crooked in that area. They're not lining up perfectly east to west or north to south. Yeah, so even if creeks are running through, you still have part of your field is on this side of the creek and part of your field is on the other side of the creek. Everything is square. These days farmers have bought up all those little properties and they're all owned by a couple of big farmers, but and the Mennonites pretty much got that land for free as long as they developed it into farmland. It was all just prairie. Rolling, just grass fields. No farmland. And that was World War II time. Okay, so the field you are harvesting does not require plowing. It's dark outside, 12:13 like PM, so lots of clouds. Here it is 2:15 AM. Oh, let's put some fuel in this tractor before I forget. No word for that. So how do you distinguish between morning hours and evening hours? So 10 in the morning or 10 in the evening? Or do you guys run on a 24-hour clock? So you don't know how to distinguish. If someone says 10 o'clock, you don't know if they're talking about 10 in the morning or 10 in the evening. I guess you'd have to say 10 in the evening. That seems bizarre to me. Over $1,000 in fuel. Huh. When in-game it says 1907, I have to always do the math. I'm like, I don't know what 1907 is. I think it's 7 p.m. Let's get this GPS going. Ah, it looks like you're actually almost done this field, or pretty much are done this field. It's just weird to me. Different cultures. So close. Almost have the right coverage, but I'm gonna have to get that little sliver. Oh well. I'm over it. No leg at all. Never mind leg is Well, is anyone actually watching the stream right now? Besides you, virtual reality farmer. I don't know what I'm lying about. I was just asking. I don't know if anyone is watching. Oh, you didn't fit the soybean into the tipper. You're full. So soybean I think is at a crappy price right now, so just dump it into storage. We need a bigger tipper. But before we need that, we need more fields to keep us busy. I wish there were more boats in the water. You only see that one boat floating around in the water. I guess if you'd add more, it would cause even more legs, so maybe that's not a good idea. especially since there's like the flying bird and the airplane and the cat, the fish, the rattlesnake, all animations you have to, I guess, consider. And that bird, is that an eagle? A virtual reality farmer, the trailer is on this end for that header. Basically right where I am. Oh yeah, hot air balloon too. I forgot about the hot air balloon. Oh, and there are two boats. I forgot about that tanker. There's that one boat that moves around, and then you got that big tanker over there. Right, and there's the dog on the beach, and the people walking along, and the cars, and I guess that all adds into making the computer work harder. I have no idea how to pronounce your name. Pranius? Pranius? Francis? Francis? I don't know. I'm sorry for butchering your name. Lithuanian name. Magic, the cars disappeared. There's more coming though, I turned them back on. Oops. Oh, there's the car. Oops. Here, let me grab that. I'll turn it around with the tractor. If I can. Hey, who knew? I'll just reverse. Yep. Out of control reversing. There. You can pick it up from there. You're most welcome. Yeah, the header trailer's not all that easy to maneuver with the combine. Okay, that's always entertaining. Did I turn the traffic back on? I don't think I did. Let's turn the traffic back on. I know the traffic gets really annoying sometimes, but I like it for a little more realistic of a feel. Just adds a little something to the game. So that big tanker boat does move, but it looks like it's moving at a sideways. Is it just the drift? Because at the same angle we saw it down there. Okay, half this field is done. Well, with that we are going to end the stream. I'm going to go grab my study book and do some reading. No, I'm not using auto turn, but I could be on this field. Well guys, thank you so much for watching, and thank you Virtual Reality Farmer for joining in. Got this whole field harvested, so that saves us lots of time. See, you are a free laborer. Virtual Reality Farmer is jumping for joy. And it looks like it's going to be getting dark soon. Yay! You think it's a little dangerous jumping around on top of a cultivator while in motion? You might get your feet mangled in there. Just saying. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up. We will see you tomorrow on Coldborough Park Farm, 8:30 a.m. Pacific Time. Save the game. You don't have feet. Not anymore, you don't. Save game. And quit. Thank you, guys.